Is using cell phones in the kitchen dangerous? That's the question we'll be answering right now. If you enjoy mobile related content like this one, please subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on all the pro tips that I'll be dropping in subsequent videos. Let's jump right in. If you find yourself in a conversation trying to figure out whether or not using cell phones in the kitchen is dangerous, the first question that should come to your mind is, dangerous for whom? This is a little bit of a tricky question because there are several sides to it. You can look at it like, is using the mobile phone in the kitchen dangerous to the mobile phone itself? Or is it dangerous to the kitchen in terms of, having a risk of fire? Or is it dangerous to you, the user? Now, all these things we are going to consider in this video. First of all, when we are talking about danger, we need to understand that the kitchen is the most dangerous place in the house. Of course, in the kitchen we have knives, you have fire, you have so many other things that are likely to cause harm, both to you as the user of the device and to the mobile device itself. So, what are the things that cause accidents in the kitchen? Lack of concentration. When you are not paying attention to what you are doing, you are likely to ruin it. Another thing that is likely to cause accidents in the kitchen is when you are using your cell phone. Of course, the cell phone itself is a source of distraction that distracts you even further from what you were doing. But it doesn't mean that it is wrong to use the cell phone in the kitchen. It's just that it contributes to the risk. Cell phones can actually be useful in the kitchen. You can use your cell phone to play music, to keep yourself happy and in a good mood. You can also use the cell phone to browse for recipes online so that you will be sure of what you are even doing in the kitchen in the first place. Now, having established the fact that the cell phone can actually be used in the kitchen for some good reason, let's talk about how to avoid cell phone related accidents. First of all, do not use your cell phone with an earpiece, especially a wired earpiece. Of course, when you have wires hanging around your body, it makes it easy for you to trip, or you can easily get entangled. If you must use a cell phone with an earpiece, you have to be safely tucked away under your dress or under whatever you are wearing to reduce the risk of tripping. In a case where you are not listening to music from a headphone, you can just put the phone aside. Keep it where there is no water and where there is no fire, which means you keep it away from the sink and you keep it away from your stove, whatever the source of the fire you are using in cooking is. If you are not actively using your mobile phone while in the kitchen, I would advise that you put it aside. Keep it outside the kitchen completely, except you have good reason to bring it in. There is this controversy over whether cell phones cause explosion in the kitchen. The answer is both yes and no. If the cell phone is not subjected to direct heat, then there is no risk of explosion. But if it is subjected to direct heat, of course, when the battery heats up, it can explode. Another thing that most people talk about is, okay, if you are using gas to cook, you should not go close to it with a cell phone. The cell phone has nothing to do with gas. If there is a gas leak, then there is a gas leak. If there is a gas leak and there is an explosion as a result of that, it is as a result of the gas leak that there was an explosion, not because of the cell phone. So I just wanted to add that. So by way of conclusion, should you use your cell phone while cooking? Of course, the answer is very obvious, no. To avoid distraction, to avoid getting entangled with your utensils, and to avoid, setting the whole place on fire, because if you happen to place your device in a place where it is extremely hot, then you run the risk of having a mobile phone related explosion in your kitchen. And I'm sure nobody wants that. So if this video was useful to you, please smash the like button and subscribe to my channel, and we will see you in the next video.